Hello, everybody. It's Queen of Light 1111. Hope you're doing well. It's been, gosh, almost a week, or maybe it has been a full week since I did a reading for YouTube. I've just been really, really busy with sessions, and I just didn't. I wanted to give the energy a little bit of time to kind of settle in because I just kind of felt like there's a lot of movement going on. And so we have a really big reading here. So I wanted to treat you guys with a really in-depth reading today because I haven't been on YouTube for a week. But remember, I am on Instagram and I have been doing readings there. And so I think I did one. I think it might have been on Saturday, so we had one there, and it kind of just, that kind of builds into this reading. There has been a lot of work going on. I mean, I've seen the Three of Pentacles in this reading so many times. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 decks. 18. I think it might be a record. You know, I wanted to give you guys something really big to chew on, all right? And I think I have done that here with this reading. And I just got to tell you, I love how Spirit works. Because, gosh, when I pull the masculine's overall energy, I got the Empress, I got the Queen of Pentacles, I got the Queen of Cups, I got the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. And I'm like, oh my God, is he juggling three women? And so I was like, okay, hold on, let's ground. And I kept it because I know that felt right. But it's very interesting because I'm telling you, he is all up in the feminine's energy. He is seeing her in so many different ways, so many different lights. And I just love how Spirit works because you know I got a whole nother deck out. In fact, I got 2 decks out to clarify all those queens and the Empress. And you know, I had to do it, and Spirit made it very, very clear about what those energies are. The theme of today's reading has everything to do with lessons being learned. They are very much knee deep in their lessons, and both of them, not one more than the other, okay? And so what I did today was I have the theme for the reading, I have the overall energy for the masculine and the feminine, I have what the blocks are for the connection. I have the Akashic records for the connection. I have the head, heart, and environment for our masculine and our feminine. I have the current connective energy. And then I did a special little, what are they hiding from each other? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the themes of the reading. Okay, the themes of the reading today. So it's very interesting what is happening at this time from a theme perspective. And all of these decks are actually in the description box. If you click on my Amazon storefront, all of these decks are listed. And if you ever want to purchase any, go ahead and purchase it from there. They're all listed. Also, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. And you can book a reading directly. If you want to book the healing session, which I got to tell you has probably been one of my most popular, is my most popular session right now, that healing session. So if you want to book a reading, if you want to book a coaching session, go directly to my website and book the session online at queenoflight1111.com. For the healing session specifically, go into my website, take a look at the service description, and if you are interested in doing a healing with me on you and for your connection with your twin and the healing for your twin. So what I do is I do a healing for both the masculine and the feminine and the connection. And it's a very, very thorough healing. I mean, I've had a lot of people that I've done this with, and the last comment that I got from my client, one of my clients, was how thorough that healing was. And so what I do is I go in to your energy, and what we first do is we pull the blocks on the connection, just like what we're doing here in the reading. And in that block section, we talk about what the blocks are. Then part 2 of the session is I go in and I look at your energy and I can see exactly where you have blockages. And then I will tell you why they're there and that I remove them, or if I was guided, and how you can keep them out of your energy. I do the same thing for the twin. I do the same thing for the connection. And so it is, it is a reading, it is a healing, and it's a little bit of a coaching session. So it's great for the value, but this is not about value of the service. This is about an investment in yourself, healing of yourself, healing of the connection. So if you want to purchase that healing session, you have to start with a unfiltered picture emailed to me at queenoflight1111@gmail.com. And once I approve working with you, then you can book the session, and you will have 24 hours to book that session, okay? As a reminder, I do the Akashic Records reading, so if you're not sure why you and your twin are together, what is the purpose of your contract, I do the Akashic Records reading. I also do the healing session, and then as part of the Twin Flame extended reading, which is 45 minutes, we'll look at the energies between you and your twin, and we'll look at what the current connective energies are, as well as the blocks and then potential future energies. So I have a lot of different services that I offer to all of you, and I don't make any recommendations. A lot of people have been emailing me, what do you recommend? What do you recommend? I don't. I really feel like you should use your own guidance and your intuition and book what you feel you want to know about, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with the themes. The bottom of the deck for the theme of the reading is 9 of Cups, okay? It's about wishes. It's about wishes. It's about individual wishes. It's about collective wishes. And so when we are thinking about these wishes, here's what's going on. Our divine masculine is in an energy here for his theme today of choices and risks, okay? He's in consequences. This is very much an energy, is like he's kind of intrigued about, like, what if, what if I reach out? What's going to happen if I reach out? What if I don't reach out? Am I going to miss a lifetime opportunity? He's very much not sure if he wants to open Pandora's box with his feminine or if he doesn't, okay? But the thing is, he knows that his act of whether he reaches out or doesn't reach out, it's going to come with a consequence, good or bad. If he reaches out, he's going to have to deal with himself. He's going to have to deal with his truth. If he doesn't, he will have to deal with the potential of losing her forever, okay? So this is very much an energy of, should I, shouldn't I? What are my choices? What are the risks? What are the consequences? And I said, what does this have to do with? Page of Cups was the first card that came out. This is about, should I reach out and tell her that I love her? Should I reach out and offer an apology? Should I reach out and offer her my cup, some sort of small gesture? I said, what is this Page of Cups about? 3 of Pentacles. This is about, can we work together? Can we come together as a team? He's not sure. He doesn't know if he's completely burned the bridge or if there's some parts of the bridge still there that he can, reach out an olive branch, reach out and communicate to see if there's an opportunity to work together again, okay? This is what his theme is for the reading. What about for our feminine? Our feminine is in this energy of, look at this, like complete burden. Complete burden. If you look at this, in this oracle deck, there's 3 different tarot cards in the back. They're all the strength cards for the Ciro Marchetti tarot decks that he has. And so this is about it takes a great deal of strength to hold up this person, this feminine. Doesn't have to be feminine. I almost feel like it's masculine, okay? Or even herself. It takes a great deal of burden just to hold herself up, all right? And so when that card comes out, it's a number 9 card. She's in a very much in an individual energy, okay? So we've got this number 9 oracle card, which is about support, bearing the weight of others, even herself. And it's clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. So those 2 cards together is really telling me that, she's really been supporting this connection. She's been trying to build herself up, support herself in this time of upheaval, in this time of burden, in this time of loss, in this time of betrayal, in this time of sadness. it is a huge burden to bear. Look at this, number nine, Nine of Pentacles. I said, what does the Nine of Pentacles have to do with the Star? And so this is about her being guided, okay? This is about her being guided, her healing, her trying to have hope again, right? Not only for this connection, but perhaps even for her own personal future. This connection, what she's been going through, has been a huge burden to bear. And she almost feels like she's been having this burden all by herself. And she's really trying to heal that and not lose hope, okay, in her connection or what her forward journey may look like. So what's happening? What's the theme of the connection today? So look at this. We've gotten this card many times before. This is about reflections. This is about the past. This is about memories. What are the memories about? The Queen of Cups. Who's the Queen of Cups? Spoiler alert, it's our Divine Feminine. What is the Queen of Cups about? Five of Pentacles. So this is both of them. The theme of their connection right now is they're looking at the past. He's looking at his feminine as the Queen of Cups energy. Okay? In the connection, he's looking at her in the Queen of Cups energy. In his overall energy, he's seeing her many different ways. And so in this energy here, this is the number 22 card, which is a 4, which is about stability. They're looking for their stability again. When they look at the past, they look, 20/20 hindsight, right? This is all about successes and failures and mistakes and regrets, that they all belong in the past and cannot be changed. I'm going to give you another spoiler alert. Comes out as the block in this connection. We're holding on to the past, our past pain, our past betrayal. I know it's hard. So again, if you're finding yourself in that situation, masculine or feminine, holding on to the past, stuck in the past, book a healing session with me. This is about this man, right? Or feminine, viewing a selection of images from the past. Okay? The person's expression is neutral. They're not sad, they're not happy. But images are being protected, and they're either evoking, painful memories, sad memories, or happy ones. We don't know. But the advice here is don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on the past. Because when we do, we have a tendency to overlook the details. And what we're remembering is our emotional bias, like how we personally felt individually versus the details. Remember, everything that we experience, I'm going to give you another spoiler alert, comes up here in the block. Everything that we are experiencing, our shadow and the light within each other and within ourselves, is necessary for this connection. And so what are we reflecting on? The masculine is reflecting on his feminine in the Queen of Cups energy. The feminine is reflecting on her masculine. And this reflection is why they're in this period of separation. 5 of Pentacles. This separation is absolutely necessary at this time. It is a time for them to reflect, a time for them to learn their lessons. It's a time for them to heal, and it is a time for them to move out of the past. I'm going to go ahead and give you the blocks now, since I've already alluded to it. What are the blocks in the connection today? First card out is the Journey. This is the Dreams of Gaia. Second card out is the 4 of Earth. Last card is the Knowledge card. Okay? So when these cards come out, I have them fly out, and these cards don't necessarily, all right, they're not the same as the traditional tarot. That's why I love using this in my blocks reading. So in that blocks part of the healing session, this is what I do. It gives me a much deeper message, okay? When I use these cards for the Twin Flame extended reading, I use this and it gives me a much deeper meaning. And you'll see now, what are the blocks for this collective? What is the blocks for this masculine and feminine? First card out is the Journey card. So this card that comes out is this fixation with the past, right? It's preventing us from living fully in the present. It doesn't matter if you're holding on to the happy moment or the painful moment, but holding on to the moments are hampering our ability to experience life fully in the present. We're not in the past anymore. We're not in the future. We are in the present moment. And so if we're constantly reliving the past, it's a detriment to our present. Those days are gone. If we're holding on to a painful past or suffering, we have to relive the pain and the hurt over and over again. What you must do is look at what you've learned from this part of the journey, right? How do we learn from this past experience? What is our personal truth? And that is the knowledge that you've gained from those experiences that you should apply to the present. Okay, what is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge applied. Apply the knowledge of the past to your present to be wiser. Let go of the past. Okay, because if you're bringing it into the present like this collective is, when we get into the reading, it is stopping you from moving forward in your journey. You're no longer your past. He's no longer his past. Your connection is no longer the past. Okay? Your life has changed. Your circumstances have changed. The past is gone. Let it be over and fill today and the new days to come with energy of the present, not more of the past. Okay? I hope that makes sense. The next card that we have is the Four of Earth, which would be the Four of Pentacles energy, but it's different in this deck. The Four of Earth in this deck, when it's in the blocked position, this is about a desire to rush in. This is about like if you're feeling like you're complacent, if that you're not moving, okay? If things aren't moving in the connection, because we're in this Four of Earth energy, that people are feeling either bored or impatient. And with that impatience and that stagnation, they're feeling burden and guilt. This is our masculine's energy. So the first block, that's the other thing that I tell you, is in the 3 cards. I will tell you if it's your block, if it's the masculine or feminine's block, if it's a block for the connection. This journey card is a block for the connection, for the masculine and the feminine they share together. This Four of Earth is the divine masculine's block. Okay? This is him in his impatience, in his frustration, you know, kind of getting into the energy of like, gosh, remember, in his energy, he's like, should I open Pandora's box? What happens if I open it? And what happens if I don't open it? Am I going to lose her? And it is creating a little bit of impatience in the way that he feels, in his energy. And so this Four of Earth is like, maybe he's like, oh, you know, maybe there's greener pastures if I walk away from her. Okay, but in this case, there's not a greener pasture. There's not a greener pasture than your twin. Right? This is then if he decides, oh, I want to rush in. You can't rush in. That Casanova energy doesn't work anymore. So this Four of Earth is like, you know, don't burden yourself with guilt and regret and rush in before you're even ready. Or don't wait and say, oh, there's someone better than my divine feminine. This is the divine masculine's block. It's like he's like panicky a little bit. All right? If you guys have been feeling anxiety or kind of bursts of energy that are not your own. If you're in a peaceful place and all of a sudden, boom, something happens and you're feeling a little triggered or anxious. This is your masculine's energy coming in, like wanting to rush in, but then holding himself back, wanting to rush in and hold himself back. That's what's happening here. Maybe I should just walk away. Maybe I should rush in. Maybe I should just walk away. Maybe I should rush in. All right, that's the second block. The next block that we have here for our connective energy, this is actually for both the masculine and the feminine. They're both, we have 2 major arcanas if you guys didn't notice. So here's the journey, major arcana. Four of Earth, obviously minor. And here's the third, which is a major arcana. This card comes out, the knowledge card. You know, this is a number 9, another number 9. To me, it's a little bit more like the Hermit card. But in this deck, when this card comes out, it's like, you know, learning, knowledge going sideways, okay? It's like knowledge imposed, right? Knowledge that's not necessarily factual or accurate, right? Remember, we're living in the past. Where did I say that? That's in this energy here somewhere. It's about, we're looking at the past with our emotional bias, right? That's what we're doing with this knowledge card. This is knowledge about, you know, what have you been taught? Are you questioning it or are you just going along with it? right? The knowledge card is the necessity to learn the difference of defying traditions and regulating old paradigms. This is about learning for yourself, using your own brain. All right, using your own brain. Don't use everybody else's brain. Don't do what Google taught you to do, or what other insights you're getting from other people. Go within yourself. Knowledge card. Go within yourself. Improve upon the knowledge that you have. Where is the knowledge taking you? Does it align with who you are today? Are you going to create a better future based on this knowledge? All right, so this is everything to do with your own understanding. Knowledge is power. Don't limit your potential for learning. Surround yourself with, people that you align with, spiritual teachers that you align with, and apply that to your journey. Okay, not necessarily just taking things without questioning them. Make sure that they align with you. That's what we always talk about. Like, when you're looking at multiple readers and you're, looking at all kinds of readings, these are all general readings. You don't have to take everything that's handed to you. You don't. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So many of us say that, right? So many of us say that. So we have lots of nines, lots of lessons being learned, lots of in and out kind of energy. I want to move forward to her, but I'm not necessarily sure if she's going to have me. All right. I'm going to save the overall energies for a minute here. Hold on a second. I want to go into the Akashic records before I get into like the real kind of nitty gritty here. So let's go ahead and look at the Akashic records for our collective here. Okay, so this is the current state of the contract. So what is happening in this contract? Remember, I offer this as a service as well. So current state of the contract is, when I do this reading, the bottom 4 cards, because I'll do a pyramid screen, the bottom 4 cards are the foundation of the contract. The next cards are what is the current state of the contract. That is this section here. And then as part of the personal reading, I do a future or outcome card. But I'm not doing a future or outcome card because I'm constantly checking on this collective and we're not there yet. So what I want to do is I want to see where are they in their Akashic contract. First card out, Queen of Scrolls. This is like the Queen of Swords energy in the tarot. Okay, Queen of Scrolls tell you that this is definitely the divine feminine. Why? Because the bottom of the deck is the thinking woman for the head, heart, and environment for our masculine and our feminine. Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. And when we get into these energies here, you will also see that our feminine is the Queen of Swords in his energy. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to tell you now, there's no third party that comes up here, all right? There's not even an energy of a third party. And the masculines, even in his environment, he's not even thinking about anybody but his feminine. But I will tell you, in his environment, he is definitely feeling like he messed the heck up. And that definitely goes with my reading that I did a week ago about he feels like he's ruined things. Okay, but that was last week. This week, he's like, I feel like I ruined things. Can I go back? Did I burn the bridge? Or do I just walk away? There might be something greener, but he knows there's nothing greener. So back to the Akashic records, Queen of Scrolls. This is our divine feminine. When the Queen of Scrolls comes out, this is about important information, inspiration. She brings information. She brings inspiration. She's wise. She's knowledgeable. She knows the Akashic truth. This is a feminine of higher mind, okay? Her purpose is to move through different levels, higher levels of wisdom, higher levels of understanding, okay? This is about someone who's a great communicator. She could be an author, a marketer, a publisher. She could be a writer, okay? And she's definitely in an energy of, being a person in a field of communication or academics or counseling or teaching or marketing. And if those things don't apply, this is definitely the energy of a feminine being someone or a person of deep understanding. Someone who is about expansive learning, who's ready to learn, who's about personal growth, whether it's mind, body, or spirit. So the first card out tells me that this is her going through something at this cycle in this contract at this time. I feel like this energy today, that where they are in the contract, has a lot to do with her and her healing as the masculine is kind of dealing with his next step. The major portion of the contract at this time has to do with our divine feminine and her healing. Why do I say that? Because Archangel Raphael, one of my favorite archangels, comes up. Archangel Raphael, he's here. He's healing her. He's uplifting her. Archangel Raphael is such a profound and loving angel and spirit, okay? His role is like he carries the energy of love, of family, of miracles, of healing, of blessed journeys. He's all about, being helpful and attending to her right now. And it also says, like, Archangel Raphael most often comes in the guise of a human. So he could be taking his form in human form and coming in as part of a soul tribe to help heal this Queen of Scrolls. What does he do when he comes forward? He blesses the feminine, the connection, the masculine. He helps renew lost dreams. He reunites family members. But in this case, what I really feel like is happening, what is he doing? He's healing her physical condition or emotional condition of a broken heart. And I say that because that is her first card out in her headspace, is her broken heart. And that's why I say let the past go, because she's still carrying it. But I get it. I get it. So when he comes up, he's here to help her heal her heart. Right? These conditions have been hanging on for a while within her now. But it's time for her breakthrough. And he's here to be a partner for her in the process to finally heal her. Because what happens when she finally gets healed? When she finally gets healed, then she can truly, without being clouded, tap in to her deep psychic intuition, the waterfall. When the waterfall comes in, this is like personal energy, a life force. It's springing from her, or can from her, once she heals herself. Okay? This puts her into a time of deep thoughts, deep emotions, and expansion of her psychic energy so that she can tap into her personal power. That's what they're getting her to do. She has a message to tell. She has a story to tell. She has a mission to do. So here, Archangel Raphael is here to help her so she can go in deep into her power center, into her force. This also tells me, take a look at your solar plexus, guys. That is your life force. That is the solar plexus chakra, is that yellow chakra, that life force energy. All right? That will help you heal that. People get really focused on healing the heart chakra and the throat and blah, 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 and the crown. Don't forget everything, all of the chakras matter. But that solar plexus is often very overlooked. It is very necessary here. So the final card about where they are, once she comes into her Queen of Scrolls energy, comes into her wisdom, her understanding, Archangel Raphael helps heal her, is a partner to her healing. She comes into her personal power. She comes into her deep psychic insight. And then what happens? Will, wisdom, and mind. This is the card of enormous power, of balance, of expression. These are the energies of the divine moving within her equally. Power and will, love and wisdom, intellect and mind. She's working with her archangels, her spirit guides, her ascended masters, and they're helping raise her vibration to higher power and purpose. She can combine the fire of creativity. Here's the fire. Okay, with the water of receptivity. Here's the water. and make her contribution to the world here. All right? This gold crown is where she's going to find herself, in a place of authority or influence. It's going to be a time of great activity for her. This is maybe the time that you go in and truly expand your mission. So take advantage of this time and these powers, because the divine forces are moving through you so you can manifest the power into the world. This is very powerful time. So you've got to release the past. This is why, I don't know why I was guided to do this. This is telling us, let go of the past. Don't dwell on the past. All right, Queen of Scrolls. I need to get a bigger table. These things don't no longer fit here. Okay, so now let's go into overall energy for the masculine and the feminine. All right, so I always ask, right? What is the overall energy for the divine masculine and the divine feminine? It could be completely independent of each other, of them, right? Just want to know what's happening in their day-to-day. What's happening in their general energy. Bottom of the deck for our divine masculine is the 9 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles. So again, he's very much telling us he's alone. He is telling us he is single. He is telling us that this also could be our divine feminine, by the way, 9 of Pentacles. Because remember here, she came out as 9 of Pentacles, right? So, and she also came out, remember, as the Queen of Cups. So what this could also be saying to us is, in his overall energy, which I'm actually feeling it's more this now, is that this is all about divine timing. He's looking to see what the heck should I do? Should I leave? Should I move forward? That's that Pandora's box, right, that we have here, that he wants to come forward, either open Pandora's box and, geez, hell hath no fury than a woman scorned, but that's why she needs to get over it. I mean, not get over it, heal rather. Heal from it, please, right? Heal from it. So in this energy, in his overall energy, it's his divine feminine that he's thinking of, and it fully confirms that here when I go through it. And he's thinking about, gosh, what did I invest? Did I invest a bunch of crap? I should walk away and just maybe the grass is greener somewhere else? Or should I invest now and see what happens with this connection? So he is in a period of incubation. He's in a period of pause. He knows that there's some divine timing that needs to happen. And look at this, guys. Bottom of the deck here is Page of Cups. Where do we get the Page of Cups? This is that Pandora's box he wants to offer. Page of Cups. See it? Can't make this up. So 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck for our divine masculine. He's thinking about his divine feminine. Well, sure as heck he is. First card out, 3 of Pentacles. This is about lessons. This is about hard work. This is about gaining knowledge from his ancestors, from his intuition. 3 of Pentacles. So what is he learning? What is this 3 of Pentacles? That he can't come in and out. Knight of Wands energy doesn't work. He can't come in and out. That's what he's learning. He's really learned that lesson. I have to tell you, he's really learned the lesson, because he takes major pauses here in his desire for action. He takes pauses. And so when he is thinking about, I want to rush in, he's like, no, I can't. I got to go within. And so I love that about our divine masculine, is that he's learned his lesson, that this darn Knight of Wands energy, rushing in and being passionate and quick apologies and making up only to break up again, doesn't work. This is what he's learned. This is what's happening in his overall energy day to day right now. What else? Empress. And I was like, okay, this is typically divine feminine, but I got to ask, because we have had some people within the collective where their masculines have gotten other people pregnant. Okay? And so for those people, this is typically divine feminine, but because she didn't show up as Empress here in her energy, I had to double check it. So I did. I said, who's the Empress? Page of Swords. This is about observation. This is about delay of communication. I said, all right, what about that? What's delayed? This exchange, 6 of Pentacles, and that came up in his headspace for our divine feminine. So what is delayed with the Empress is this exchange. What's the exchange? Page of Wands, communication, okay? And what about it? Queen of Swords. So I said, okay, so now I know the Empress is the Queen of Swords. Well, remember, who's the Queen of Swords? Right here, Queen of Scrolls, our divine feminine. Okay, but trust me, I did this more to make sure you guys know the Empress is you. So, or the Empress is divine feminine. I said, tell me about the Queen of Swords energy. Justice. This is about do me right. Do me right. Apologize. Make things right. I said, what's justice about? Seven of Swords. The deceit. The sabotage. I said, what about that? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is our divine feminine. That is who she portrays herself as in her outer world, which is what he is seeing at this time. So, and I'll tell you more about her Queen of Wands energy here in a moment. So our divine feminine is the Empress. Our divine feminine is the Queen of Swords right here. Our divine feminine is the Queen of Wands, which I'm going to tell you about in just a moment. So I said, okay, so he's learning his lessons. He's thinking about how communication is stuck at this time with her right now because of the Queen of Swords energy and because she's fiery as well. Remember, in the last reading, our divine feminine was Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. That's what she's trying to heal. So what else is happening in his overall energy? Queen of Pentacles. And I'm like, oh my God, here's another queen. Who's the Queen of Pentacles? Lovers, divine partnership, divine connections. But this is also choices. So this could be choice between relationships. I said, who's the Queen of Pentacles? What about the Queen of Pentacles and Lovers? That connection is stuck. So he could have been stuck in a choice, or he could have been stuck in another relationship. And I said, what about this stuck energy? 10 of Wands. And then I decided I'm going to move on because the next card was the Queen of Cups. And we already know our divine feminine is the Queen of Cups. Who's the Queen? What about the Queen of Cups? 3 of Cups. And I was like, oh my God, now that could be third party, but I already know she's Queen of Cups. What about 3 of Cups? Queen of Pentacles. Don't you love how Spirit works? So who's the Queen of Cups? Queen of Pentacles. Who's the Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Cups. Who's Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. The Empress. Queen. It all goes back to her. It all goes back to her. So then I said, all right, what else is happening in his energy? 2 of Pentacles. There's an imbalance. There's a connection that is unbalanced here. What about the 2 of Pentacles? That's what he's learning. So it goes full circle. 3 of Pentacles. He's learned his lesson that his in and out energy does not work with his divine feminine. And when he does this in and out crap, it doesn't work because there becomes delays, there's observations, the messaging gets stuck because she goes into Queen of Swords energy. And then there's this justice that needs to happen over deceit because he came in too soon. All right? And then he sees her as someone who's nurturing and loving and compassionate, who's his divine partner. But then the energy gets stuck because he comes in hot and bothered as the Knight of Wands. So the connection gets stuck again, and then that becomes the biggest burden. But then he sees her in her heart space, in her love, and then he wants her back, and he wants to ground her energy again. So he's kind of trying to figure out what to do. Grass is greener, or open the box and deal with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, who is divine feminine. 3 of Pentacles. That's the lesson he's learning. That's the lesson he's learning. It's all going to tie together when I go into the next part of this reading. But she is everything to him right now. She is the Empress. Okay, she's the Empress. She's the Queen of Swords. She's the Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Pentacles. And she's the Queen of Cups. She's every queen. No wonder she's a freaking Empress, right? We've got how many queens here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, who is the Empress? The Empress is every queen. All right. What is happening? And look at this. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. The second time it's come out today. There's more times that it comes out. This person, this masculine, is really learning his lesson. So what's the overall energy of our divine feminine? 6 of Swords. She's just like, man, I just want to move out of this rough patch. I want to move out of my broken heart. I want to heal. I want to release these burdens. I want to be in my 9 of Pentacles energy where I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling strong again. So this is her wanting to, move into a better time. 6 of Swords. So what does she want to move from? 9 of Swords. She wants to get out of stress. She's done being stressed. And then this 3 of Cups here, right? Remember, we already got it for him. This is this reunion, coming back together. What about the 3 of Cups? She's guarded against it right now. 7 of Wands. She's not sure that she wants it because her heart's closed. 4 of Cups. She's sick of the same old pattern. She's sick of the rush in, rush out, rush in, rush out. She's tired of the same old patterns. What about the Four of Cups? This is where she's being more thoughtful. Knight of Pentacles. She's being more thoughtful about how she moves forward. Because she too, Three of Pentacles. Look at how they've mirrored each other. She's like, I learned my lessons too, man. I learned my lessons too. I learned my lessons. It's not just him. When he comes rushing in, she's right there to take him back. So you have to accept accountability too. That's what I was talking about with this energy here of the journey. It's like when we look at the past, we're only looking at it from our own emotional bias. Hey, he swooped in, but you took him back. Can't blame the masculine. Takes two people. That's why we're in the Four of Cups, this repeated pattern. That's why she's now more thoughtful, because she's learned her lesson. And then she's standing strong as the Queen of Wands. Where did we get the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Wands is the Empress, is the Queen of Swords, right? Queen of Wands. So this is our Divine Feminine coming in hot as Queen of Wands. So what about the Queen of Wands? Why is she in that energy? You know, this is a front. I got to tell you that right now. It really feels like a front to me, because every time the Queen of Wands comes out, it shows up she's heartbroken, especially in her environment. All right. So here, the Queen of Wands energy, she's confused. You know, she may be thinking she romanticized this connection. Maybe she daydreamed it. You know, she doesn't know which way to go anymore. And so that's why she goes into this Four of Cups energy, which we already got in her energy. So she closes up a little bit. She knows there's a pattern around coming together. Six of Cups. She's very watery. Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, Six of Cups. Right? She's trying to stay strong, independent, fiery. But look at this. When you're in your full power, the Queen of Wands isn't going to be sitting here in this burden with the Nine of Pentacles. This is her trying to get her power back. So this is a front. So she's in this Queen of Wands energy, but she's confused. Right? There's a repeated pattern about when they come together. Repeated patterns of the past. Six of Cups is also about nostalgia. Living in the past. Right? That's why they're in separation. Five of Pentacles. Right here again. For their connective energy. Five of Pentacles. This is what she's learning through the separation. And what is she doing? Temperance. She's healing herself. Archangel Raphael is here to help heal her. And then finally, in her overall energy, she just wants something that's equal. Six of Pentacles. She wants something that's reciprocal. Six of Pentacles. Remember, where do we get Six of Pentacles? Right here. Clarifying the Empress. Right? Crazy how these all come out. Three of Cups in this energy. Queen of Wands, who she's showing herself as. So she wants to move into something reciprocal. I said, what about it? And we got reciprocal again. Six of Pentacles again. So she really wants her match. She really wants equal give and take. There could be no more lopsidedness now. But then she's in the Devil's energy, because this is the thing. She's still stuck in the past. She's still stuck in the pain. She's still stuck in the separation. She's still trying to heal. Seven of Pentacles. This is her knowing that this energy is stuck right now, but it'll all happen when it is meant, when they are both ready, when there is divine timing. All right? So, bottom of the deck for our Divine Feminine, by the way, was Justice and the Three of Swords. So that's why she's in this energy of, you know, I just want to, hold on. Justice, Three of Swords. She wants justice over her heartbreak. Where do we get justice? Right here. Well, we clarify the Queen of Swords. Why does she go into this energy? Because she's been done wrong, right? Why does she go into the Queen of Wands to say, hey, you know what? I'm cool. I'm good with or without you. Why? Because she's been done wrong. That's why she goes into Queen of Swords mode. So it makes a lot of sense that her bottom of the deck, what is going on, her underlying energy is like, hey, I want justice over my broken heart. But this is telling me that you're not healing on your own. You're too dependent on an apology. You're too dependent on something healing you outside of yourself, when you can work on yourself. You can heal yourself with Archangel Raphael, with healing sessions, your own meditation. Can't look for this from the masculine. What if you never get it? Then you're going to be sitting in this energy for your whole life? and fake out being the Queen of Wands, like you're still heartbroken and completely devastated, but oh hey, I'm Queen of Wands, in and out, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm good, I'm with or without you, but you're not good. You're not good. You got to heal this without the apology. You do. Because you have to understand it with this knowledge that the shadow, everybody has the shadow, everybody has the light. He came in as your twin to trigger you, to teach you something about yourself. You can heal yourself. You don't need his apology. So this energy here for her is all about, hey, I want an apology for my heartbreak, for the third party situation. And then in her overall energy, she's like, I'm going to move on. I want to move out of the stress. I'm guarded about coming back together. My heart's a little closed. I'm being more thoughtful because I've learned my lesson. I have, and this is probably new to you guys. You know, you've been part of the process of allowing the in and out behavior. That's the lesson. Then you go into this fake out of Queen of Wands, but a Queen of Wands is not confused. This Queen of Wands, she's pretending that she's Queen of Wands. She's pretending she's in her power, but she's confused. She's thinking she's up in the clouds. She's chaotic. She's looking at these repeated patterns. She's being nostalgic. She's thinking about the past. She's stuck in separation. That's what she's trying to heal. So good for her trying to heal that. And now she's looking for something very, very balanced. And she's stuck on that, man. She's stuck on that. I want balance. But she knows that will happen in divine timing when people are ready. See, you've got to heal that energy, feminines, within yourself. Cannot wait for your masculine to come in and do that. All right? So that is the overall energy. She is the Queen of Wands. She is the Queen of Swords. She is the Queen of Cups. And she's the Queen of Pentacles, which is then ultimately the Empress. And that's all he thinks about in his day-to-day is the lessons of the Empress and the lessons of this connection. All right? It's very interesting. I mean, you know, you guys probably don't think that your masculine thinks about you, or maybe you do, but I'm here to tell you his storyline is he's learned his lesson about this in and out behavior, which is why you go into this repetitive thinking. He knows there's no one better than his Empress, but he's stuck in this delayed communication and in observation because he doesn't know how to approach the Queen of Swords and give her this justice, because she's showing that she's just fine. Listen, I'm not telling you to go post stuff that you're sad. I'm just saying, hey, whatever you're portraying in your outside world, portray it to be authentic, all right? And then he's thinking about how nurturing and compassionate she was and how he wants to ground this energy into this divine partnership, but it's stuck. And this being stuck is his biggest burden because she's so kind, she is loving, she is compassionate, and he wants union with her. Her, Queen of Pentacles. And so right now he's just trying to balance himself through his lessons. He's balancing his lessons out. Okay? So now, let us go to, did I give you all the bottoms of the deck for that? Yes, I did. Okay, let's go to, what are they hiding from each other? Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. You listen, man, can't make this up. Three of Pentacles again. And I can't even keep track how many times Three of Pentacles has come up at this point. So hopefully you all are counting, but lots and lots and lots of times. So here's one. I'm just going to do it here because I feel like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far we have it 5 times, and I'm not even done. 5 times. Okay? I'm not even done. So, what are they hiding from each other? Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. This is about working together. This is about lessons. So I really feel like they're hiding this, that this is the lessons. This is about teamwork. All right? So what are they hiding? What's the well, I'm going to start with the feminine. What's the feminine hiding from her masculine? Knight of Pentacles. And I said, what does that have to do with Nine of Wands? What is she hiding? She's hiding through this Knight of Pentacles energy. Remember, we just got that here with the Four of Cups. is that she's being thoughtful because she's learning her lessons. And here we have 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Knight of Pentacles for her. So what is she hiding from her masculine? That she does want to move forward. It may not look like she wants to move forward with him because she's being thoughtful, methodical, analytical, honorable. She doesn't want to make the same mistakes. She doesn't want him to know that she wants to move forward with him, that she hasn't given up. 9 of Wands. That even though she's wounded, she hasn't given up on her wish. She hasn't given up on this connection. That is what she's hiding. So she's looking like the Queen of Wands here, like, oh, I'm good, I'm fabulous, I am 9 of Pentacles, I am Queen of Wands, I'm cool with or without you. That's what she's showing. But what she's hiding is, I haven't given up on this connection. I want to move forward. It may not look like I'm moving forward. Maybe I'm just putting 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in the love pool. I haven't given up. This is what she's hiding. What is the divine masculine hiding? The World card. This is about completion. This is about successful completion. I said, well, what the heck is he hiding? What has he completed? Hanged Man. He has completed his enlightenment, his awakening. Listen, we're always consistently awakening, or constantly awakening, consistently and constantly awakening. So what he's saying to her is, I know you are my divine partner. That is why there's this energy of I want to rush back in. This is why he's in the energy of she's my Empress, she's my Queen of Swords, she's my Queen of Pentacles, she's my Queen of Wands, she's my Queen of Cups. This is why he's got the knowledge. He's got the knowledge. He wants to move forward. But he's just trying to figure out how the heck to do this without screwing it up this time. Okay, because he too is living in the past. So what is he hiding? He's hiding that he knows about this connection. He's hiding that he is awake to this connection. Right? Because remember, he's kind of fighting it still. Hey, is the grass greener than my divine feminine? No, it's not. Hey, should I reach forward and have to deal with the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands? Yeah, you probably should. So the strength is what he requires right now. The power is what he requires right now. The honesty, the integrity, the words is what is required now. He is awake. He is enlightened. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get started with, oh, by the way, the Akashic Records, I don't want to forget this. Bottom of the deck was on track. Everything that is happening in this connection at this time is absolutely on track. On track. Like her healing, whatever's happening, on track. Bottom of the deck, head, heart, environment for the masculine and the feminine. We have rest and rejuvenate, thinking woman, which is the Queen of Swords. So where do we have the Queen of Swords? Right here. Where do we have the Queen of Swords? Right here in his overall energy. Who is the Queen of Swords? Divine Feminine. So bottom of the deck is they taking a time out. They're healing themselves. They're resting themselves. Most importantly, especially as related to the Akashic Records, our feminine is really going through an end of a cycle of pain. She has a lot of 10s here. She has the Wheel. She has the 10 of Swords. She has the 10 of Cups. She has the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? What she doesn't have is the 10 of Wands because he's got the burden. He's got the wands. She's got the pain. He's got the burden. All right? And so this energy, 4 of Swords, it also comes up in her headspace because as she's trying to heal, that this is what's happening. So major information here that this is a big cycle of healing for our divine feminine, specifically in her head and in her heart space. And so for their bottom of the deck, number 4, number 47, this is an 11. This is 4 about stability, about foundations, strong foundations. Cannot occur until you heal. So in the head, heart, and environment is, you know, they've taken a time out because healing is absolutely required, specifically also for our divine feminine. Bottom of the deck for our divine feminine, head, heart, and environment is the High Priestess in Judgment. Well, looky here. She's awake. We know she's awake, right? High Priestess in Judgment, this is about her standing in her divine feminine energy, in her intuition, in her insight, in her knowledge, and making good decisions based on that, evaluating the rebirth of this connection. Intuitively, she knows that this connection will be reborn. It's going to be called back to life. She knows that intuitively, but boy, is she going through it in the 3D. What is the bottom of the deck for our divine masculine. Knight of Cups and Five of Swords. Knight of Cups and Five of Swords is that he just feels defeated. It doesn't feel a victory. He feels a loss about, I don't know how to move forward. Knight of Cups, how do I come forward with my cup of love? That Page of Cups, how do I come forward? How do I come forward? He doesn't know. He's at a loss. All right, don't get mad at me, guys, but I forgot to tell you this. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords for this energy where I said, who the hell is the Queen of Swords? Where I said Queen of Swords, I got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Again, I love Spirit and how Spirit helps Queen of Light over here with all of these clarifications, right? The Spirit came in and said, all right, I'm going to let you know, remember Queen of Light, and by the way, bottom underneath that is King of Cups, which is him. Is that this is what they all needed to heal. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups energy. This is all the healing I had already talked about in my last reading. This is what is necessary. This is the healing that is necessary for them. She's got to heal her words and her cutting tongue. She's got to heal her fiery temper. He's got to heal his emotional immaturity and come in as the King of Cups and be emotionally stable, emotionally ready, right? And in his integrity. So I just wanted to show you that again because it's important for you to know how deep I go in to clarify all of these queens to make sure that, hey, if it's a third party, I'm calling it out as third party. So the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Empress, High Priestess, all the Divine Feminine. So when our Divine Masculine thinks about his Divine Feminine, what is he thinking? Well, he's thinking about Six of Pentacles. Where do we get the Six of Pentacles? We got the Six of Pentacles here with the Empress. He wants reciprocity. He wants equal give and take. It's being delayed at this time, this communication, because she's in the Queen of Swords energy, okay? Or the Queen of Wands energy. So what he's thinking about is this. It says material and spiritual prosperity. That this is about, remember, spiritual prosperity. He has come into his enlightenment. He has an understanding. Now he wants to exchange. Came out with Archangel Chamuel. When Archangel Chamuel comes out, it's the number 37 card, which is a 10, which is a completion. What did he complete? The Hanged Man. Completed his enlightenment. So Archangel Chamuel, he's all about life force energy. He's about emotions. He's about desire. When he comes up, this is about the solar plexus. Isn't that interesting how I talked about the solar plexus earlier? And here it is. This is about the center of his life force. The issues here are about emotions of desire and personal energy. And this is about enthusiasm. This is about moving forward to complete your desires. Your soul is calling to direct your energy in a focused and purposeful manner. See, he knows this shit is not going to work. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. He knows this is not going to work. Right? If he wants an equal exchange with his Empress, his Divine Feminine, then he's got to come in with his life force, with his lessons learned. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. If he wants to come in with that offer, he's got to learn his lesson. To get an equal exchange, to come forward with his life force energy, he's got to learn the lesson. So what's he thinking about further in his headspace when he thinks specifically about his feminine? What's he thinking? Because remember, he's over here. Should I open Pandora's box or leave it closed? Grass is greener or not so much? First card out, Eight of Swords. He's stuck in his head. He's stuck in his head. He's stuck in his thoughts. I said, what's stuck? King of Swords. His truth is stuck. His words are stuck. I said, what about the King of Swords? About what's Ace of Pentacles? This is for him to give her. The Nine of Pentacles is her. This is for her to offer, him to offer. So what is stuck? His words, his communication. He's stuck in his thoughts. So what that ultimately does is it keeps this new beginning stuck, because he also feels like there's a death to this connection. What's the death card about? High Priestess. He feels like there's a death to his connection with his High Priestess. Remember, who's the High Priestess? Bottom of the deck for our Divine Feminine. She's walked away, right? So he feels like there's a death. What about this death in the high priestess? 6 of Pentacles again. So this is him again saying, hey, if this is over, why am I even going to move forward? If this is over, maybe I should leave Pandora's box closed. If this is over, I'm not going to go, rushing in to my Empress, to the Divine Feminine, because she's also Queen of Swords. I don't want to get her wrath. I don't want to get her fire. I don't want her to yell at me again. So he's like, that's why he's stuck. He's stuck in his head like, hey, I want this new beginning, but maybe it's really over. So we can't have this exchange. So what does he do? 7 of Pentacles. He goes into pause. Where do we get the 7 of Pentacles? Right here, bottom of the deck, when we clarified his overall energy. And he got that with the 9 of Pentacles. So we're at a period of pause in his headspace. What is pause? Justice. Him doing the right thing. Where did we get justice? Here, about what he needs to resolve with the Queen of Wands. Who's the Queen of Wands? Our Divine Feminine. Okay? So what is here in 7 of Pentacles? What's paused? What are we incubating? What are we not investing in? The apology. Page of Wands, communication. What about it? 2 of Swords, stalemate. Where do we get the Page of Wands? Right here with the Empress, right? Delayed communication, equal exchange, communication with the Queen of Swords. It's all delayed. So there's too many dupe cards here for us to even think that it's somebody else in his overall energy. His bottom line in his headspace, when he thinks about his feminine, he wants this equal exchange. 6 of Pentacles 2 times in his headspace. He's trying to work on his strength and his power. That's what I said already, that he needs to come into his power if he's going to come forward to her. Right? But when he gets further into his headspace, he gets mentally trapped. He gets throat chakra trapped too, right? With his words, his communication, completely trapped about how that he wants this new beginning because he feels like it's over with her. He feels like any exchange between them is over. So he's pausing on an apology. He's going within instead of communicating. What is she thinking when she thinks about her masculine? We have hope and we have broken heart. I think the hope card, I think that's the star card. Let me just double check here. Hold on. I think that's the star card, 17. It sure is. So where did we get the star card earlier, guys? Right here in her theme. 9 of Pentacles and the star. And that's like her healing all of these burdens, her healing into her confidence. So this star card, this healing, is over her broken heart. So when this comes up, this is about hope, faith, healing, enlightenment also. This is about the impossible can become possible. Right? Her broken heart was not for naught. This was for her learning, for her to be cracked open, to let the light in. Look at the crack here, and here's the light. That's how she got enlightened, was through not only, she's probably been a spiritual person most of her life, but boy, did this crack her open to receive the light. So this is a reminder. Use your intuition. Use the language of your soul to reach your goals and desires. Remember, Archangel Raphael is here to help heal this broken light, a broken heart. He's here with the light. He's here to heal that crack. So try to maintain a positive attitude. Get out of the past. Stop holding on to the past pain. So what's happening in her headspace as we drill down deeper? Well, first card out, 9 of Cups. She had some wishes. That's what she's brokenhearted about. So what about the 9 of Cups? Queen of Cups. This is our Divine Feminine. Where does she come up as Queen of Cups? Right here, excuse me, in the overall energy for the theme. Where else did she come up as Queen of Cups? Here in his overall energy, clarified by the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, that he wants to be with the Queen of Pentacles. And who is the Queen of Pentacles? His divine partner, where this is a burden because he's stuck in his head. Where was the burden? Right here with our masculine. Okay, so let me go further here into her heart, in her head space. She's trying to heal her broken heart. She, as the Queen of Cups, has some wishes. What was her wish? Ace of Wands, right? I'm sorry. What was her wish? Hold on. Did I accidentally put the card away? Sorry. So what happens when you keep going back and forth? Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. This is how it went. Yes. So I said, she's healing her broken heart, right? Archangel Raphael is here to actually physically help her heal that. And she's going through this star card energy as part of this healing, to be that Nine of Pentacles, to truly authentically be the Queen of Wands. Okay, so as she thinks more about her masculine, she's in her heart space thinking about her wishes. I said, what was her wish? Ace of Wands. Her wish was to have a new beginning. Her wish was, you know, to have a passionate new beginning with him. She thought that that was going to happen, and it hasn't happened yet. She wants to go into the wheels energy, or she wants to move the wheels. She wants to move forward in her destiny. What is that about? The Six of Swords. We already got the Six of Swords here in her overall energy, which was about her wanting to move out of her stress. She's just done. She's just done with the broken heart. She wants to move out of her stress, right? So she's gone into hermit mode. I said, what is she doing in hermit mode? Four of Swords. Healing herself, which goes exactly with this Akashic Records. And it goes exactly with this Temperance energy for the Queen of Wands. She's confused. She's chaotic. Her heart's starting to close about the past. They're in rejection. So she's trying to heal with the Temperance energy. All right? So that's what she's doing in her Hermit's energy. She's withdrawn a little bit. She's acting like the Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. But truly, in her headspace, you know, she's brokenhearted. Right? And the reason why she's brokenhearted, and it's in her headspace, because that is what she's mentally repeating over and over again, which wounds her heart. She had this wish of a new beginning. She wants to move out of this rough patch, so she goes into hermit mode and goes through her healing. Four of Swords. Okay, remember, that was the bottom of the deck for them. That our Queen of Swords is healing. Four of Swords, rest and rejuvenation. And so then what happens? Then we get this Knight of Wands energy, which is that in and out Casanova energy. What about it? Seven of Swords. This is what she's thinking. Oh, when he came in, he sabotaged me. He just, you know, he lied to me. He deceived me. This is the story she's playing over and over again to keep her heart broken. So I said, what about the Seven of Swords? Eight of Cups. She's trying to love herself again. She's trying to heal herself again. She's trying to, in this Hermit's energy, heal that pain of the past again. All right, Seven of Swords. She's keeping her own heart broken. So what is he thinking when he thinks, what is he feeling when he feels in his heart for his divine feminine? Accelerated motion, Eight of Wands, communication, and Queen of Cups, woman holding a heart. Who's the Queen of Cups? Right here. The wishes of the new beginning. Who's the Queen of Cups? Right here. They're both reflecting, right? He's reflecting on his Queen of Cups through the separation. She's reflecting on her heartbreak, right? Who's the Queen of Cups in his overall energy? The Queen of Pentacles, who he wants union with. And what's the storyline with the Queen of Pentacles? Divine partner, but he's stuck in his head, and that is his big burden. Because he's stuck in his head, you know what happens to his heart space? He wants to communicate. He goes back, in his head, he's like, I want to talk to her, but should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? So what he does is he goes into pause, and he goes into stalemate on any communication go forward. And then in his heart, he's like, but I want to talk to her. I want to move towards her. Right? 44 is an 8. This is an 8. This is a cycle. This is about him kind of going in the loop. Think of an 8. Loop, loop, loop. Yes, I'm going to talk to her. No, I'm not. Yes, I'm going to walk away. No, I'm not. Right? This is what he's doing. Accelerated motion. Woman holding a heart. It's Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is in his heart, man. Queen of Cups. So what is he feeling further when he feels for his feminine? In his heart space, what is he feeling? Geez, sorry, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking, oh gosh, the card fell. All right. In his heart space, when he feels for his divine feminine, Ten of Pentacles, he wants her for the long term. He knows that she is his long-term partner. What about the Ten of Pentacles? Chariot. He wants to move towards her quickly, right? That's where he gets stuck. I want to move towards her quickly, but oh, I learned my lesson. I can't go until I'm ready. So then he goes into Six of Swords. It's another card of movement. He wants to move towards her. He wants to transition towards her. So what does he want to move towards? The Lovers. This is the divine partnership. I said, what about the Lovers? Five of Cups. He wants to move out of his sadness and towards his divine partner. But he goes into Two of Wands, which is the decision-making point again, the indecision again. So what about the Two of Wands? The wheel. He doesn't know how to move the wheel forward. And look at here. She got the wheel and the Six of Swords. He got the Six of Swords and the wheel as well. And where was the lovers? Here. And who is his lover? Who is his divine partner? That Queen of Pentacles, right? Who is the Queen of Cups? Who is the Empress? So what about it? Why is the wheel stuck? What is the indecision, right? He wants to communicate. Eight of Wands to his Queen of Cups. He wants to move towards the long term with her. He wants to move towards his divine partner, but he gets stuck because he thinks about the past, the sadness, and that puts him in his indecision, and the indecision keeps the wheel stuck. Then we go into Eight of Wands, right? Which is like, okay, but I do want to talk to her. What about? What do you want to talk to her about? Six of Cups. He wants to talk to her about reunion. He wants to talk to her about the past. The Devil card. So what about the past? The Devil. This is where he gets stuck. This is where that dark energy of his headspace comes in with the Death card. And the Eight of Swords is that I'm stuck. I'm stuck. He's like toxic, obsessively thinking about the past, just like she is. She keeps breaking her own heart over and over again, and he's doing the same. This is why the block is get out of the past. I said, what are we stuck in? Seven of Swords. He's stuck in his past deceit, the thought of how he deceived her in the past and how it all has come to light, the Sun card, right? He's trying to find some positivity, some success, but I really feel like there has been an illumination of his deceit, the illumination. He's starting to see what he did is really what I'm getting, because remember, what is he hiding from the feminine? That he is awake. World Hanged Man. He's seen the things that he's done. He's remembering the things that he did. Not only to his divine feminine, but maybe even to other partners. Okay? And that is what he's seeing. But he wants to move towards his feminine. What is she feeling in her heart space for her divine masculine? Look at this. That's the Devil card and Temple Path. Look at this. You get a really, really dark card with the Temple Path, which is a super spiritual card. So when the Temple Path comes out, that's obsessive thinking. That's about addictions. That's about, the energy of, being stuck, very stuck, right? She's stuck in her story. She's stuck in the past. She's stuck in her heartbreak. And so what is that doing to her in her Temple Path? Is that it's limiting her awakening. The Temple Path card is about spiritual purpose, support. Remember, she's got deep psychic insight to get into. She's got wisdom to tap into. And this in her heart space, her mind keeping her heart broken, is really keeping her spiritual destiny stuck. All right? This spiritual destiny card is like, remember, feminine, everything you're going through now is a part of your soul's process. You're on a karmic path, headed in the right direction. Look, at even the Akashic record said right on track. You're in the right direction. And the choices you make now are going to be really important for your personal growth and your life lessons. This is the spirit world. They're trying to help you get out of this devil's energy and expand your life. So when she's in her heart space for her masculine, her pain keeps her from her spiritual destiny. That's when Archangel Raphael shows up. So now let's go further into her heart when she feels for her masculine. 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles. It's in the exact same position it is here for Divine Masculine, 10 of Pentacles. So they're very much mirroring, okay? When she feels for her masculine in her heart space, she's like, he is my long-term person. He is my long-term person. But what? It's over now. 10 of Swords. It's over. He's not my long-term person anymore. I'm heartbroken. This is the story she keeps telling herself. This is a story that she's got to heal. Right? Remember, everything that's happening is happening for a reason. You're on the right track. So this ending, you couldn't build anything long-term on this paradigm. So then what? 10 of Cups. She's like, I want to be happy. I don't want to be in this pain long-term. What about the 10 of Cups? Prince of Wands. She wants to rush towards her happiness because her fear kicks in. She might want to be premature in her heart because she's so heartbroken about rushing back into her masculine. But she's got to have faith. Hierophant. This is a Hierophant card. It says faith. She's got to have faith in the contract, faith in the connection. That's what they're trying to tell you. Don't get stuck in the pain. Don't get stuck in the fear. Don't get stuck in the story. Because it makes you make bad decisions. Knight of Wands. Just like him. You guys mirror. Oh, he hasn't texted me or hasn't called me, so maybe I'm going to do that. Right? It's because you're operating out of fear. You're operating out of pain, not wisdom. So in her heart, she's stuck in this story, and she's really keeping herself from moving into the next level of depth of psychic ability and intuition and experience. She has this long-term desire for her masculine to build something long-term, but that's done. She wants this emotional bliss, but she wants to rush into it when she thinks of it. She wants to rush back into him. She's got to have faith. What about the Hierophant card? 8 of Cups. She's walking away. Walking away from this contract. I said, what is she walking towards? Hierophant again. So it's like she's walking from this contract into another one. Not with another person, though. She's got to walk away from this old contract, this old story, to get into the new story of them. The new story with her masculine. And that's the new beginning. Ace of Wands. That's the new beginning. And what about that new beginning? 4 of Pentacles. That's what she's holding on to. That's what she wants to hold on to. Is a new beginning. The next level contract. What's happening in the masculine's environment as related to his feminine? Look at this. Spiritual union and indecision. You couldn't have a more tied together reading here. Spiritual union, well, hell yeah, he's awake, world and hanged man. Indecision, well, yeah, right here in the head and the heart space. He knows she is his mirror. He knows that she is his divine partner. In his environment, he knows that. He's just completed his awakening. But he's at a crossroads now. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords type of energy. Where did he get 2 of Wands? Right here in his heart. How do I move towards my destiny? How do I move towards communication? Oh, wait, I'm stuck. Oh, wait, I'm stuck in what? I'm stuck in my deceit. I'm stuck in this illumination that I just got about what I did. I want to talk to her, but I'm going within and I'm stuck again. I don't know how to manifest the apology. I don't know how to manifest the words. So in his environment, he's like, I know, I feel her, but I am undecided. So what else is happening in his environment when he is in his day-to-day as related to his connection with his feminine? Okay, this is where I ask for third parties specifically. He's undecided. He's in a period of indecision. Here's that 8 again, guys. That 8. Where did I get the 8 before? Right here in his heart. 8 and 8. Should I talk to her? No. Should I talk to her? No. Is it over? No. Is it over? Yes. That's what's happening. Cycling. He's cycling. That's why he's in this period of indecision. Okay? So what's happening in his environment as related to his feminine? 4 of Wands. He wants this union. He wants this connection. But he feels like it's over. The World card. I said, what is over? What is over? This 8 of Cups. She walked away. I said, well, what are they, or he walked away. What are they walking, what's he walking towards now? 3 of Wands. Now he wants to manifest something new, but he's waiting. 3 of Wands is a card of like waiting for your ships to come in. I think he's waiting for his strength. He's waiting to get into his solar plexus, to find the life source again. What else is happening in his environment? 3 of Swords. Heartbroken. Heartbroken. Sadness. Loss. So what about the 3 of Swords? Hermit. It's exactly what he's doing. Is he's heartbroken. He's lost. Right? I said, what is he thinking about when he's in hermit mode in this pain? Page of Wands. Look at this. You couldn't get a better combination to confirm that. Page of Wands, 2 of Swords. He's gone within to decide how he wants to speak. Well, his sadness, 3 of Swords, brought him within to decide how he wants to speak. He's looking at himself. He's really looking at himself. And remember, she's in hermit because she's trying to heal herself from the pain. So what else is happening in the environment? 7 of Swords. Sabotage. This has been illuminated. Deceit. Thievery. Mischief. What about the Seven of Swords? Five of Pentacles. He's realizing this is why she outed me. This is why she left. This is why she walked away. What about it? Three of Cups. Right? Three of Cups. This could be about the third party situation. This could be about the reunion he wants to have. I said, what about the Three of Cups? Five of Wands. There's major conflict now. He's got lots of Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Cups. Five of Swords is the bottom of his deck right here. He's going through a lot of change right now. A lot of change. But he's awake, so he's looking at himself from a higher perspective. Not from his ego, not from his pride. What is happening in her environment as related to her masculine? Ace of Wands again. She got it here in her head, she got it here in her heart, and now it is here in her environment. And it's come out with Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel in this deck is all about self-expression, speaking your truth. She's really passionate. She wants to speak her truth. Okay, but I really feel like that's her fear. That's her heartbreak. That's her loss. That's triggering her because she really wants the Ten of Cups. Okay, maybe she's had, trouble expressing herself in the past. I doubt it, but maybe. But this also could be, maybe she knows communication is coming. Maybe she feels telepathically communication is coming. Right? Because he's got Eight of Wands here. One time, two times. And then two times with the Eight of Wands, two times with the Page of Wands. Maybe she can feel it. And then he's also got Page of Wands in his overall energy. Maybe she can feel that. So what else is happening in her environment as related to her divine masculine? Three of Swords. Just like him. His Three of Swords is in the second position. Hers here is in the first. Because she's truly, truly brokenhearted. Not that he's not. But he's just like dealing with his loss and then his pain. And she's just dealing with pain, pain, pain. So here we have the Three of Swords in her environment. And that's what she's trying to heal here in her headspace. Okay? That's what she's trying to heal here with the Star card in her overall energy. That's what she's trying to heal here in the Akashic Records. What about the Three of Swords? King of Cups. That's her masculine, the match to the Queen of Cups. She's heartbroken that he's not in his heart space for her. She's brokenhearted that he betrayed her. I said, what about the Three of Swords, King of Cups, Ten of Cups? Right? So that's why I'm saying she's brokenhearted about these wishes, and that's why this Knight of Wands energy comes in her heart. It's like she's fearing the loss, fearing the pain, and that's why she wants to rush in. So what else is happening in her environment? Queen of Wands. What about the Queen of Wands? Three of Swords. See, she's heartbroken again. About what? Now she's being thoughtful and methodical. Queen of Wands, Three of Swords. So here we have that here, right? What's the Queen of Wands doing? She wants to move out of her stress. She's guarded against union. But here, she's confused. Her heart's closing up about the past. She feels rejected and she's healing that. That's why she's in the Queen of Wands. You couldn't have had it done better here in three cards with the Queen of Wands is truly heartbroken, and that's why she slowed her pace down. She can't rush in. So she's really trying to hone in this energy of wanting to rush back because of her fears. Because she doesn't want to go through the same crap again. So Nine of Pentacles. She's trying to get into her power. Remember, Nine of Pentacles is here in her overall energy. Nine of Pentacles is here as how the divine masculine feels about her. She's trying to stay in her confidence, in her power. So what about to build something long-term? Ten of Pentacles, which is what he wants, which is what she wants. Last card, Seven of Swords, right? Just like him. He's got it here in his environment. She's like, but there was sabotage. There was a deceit. There's the loss, heartbroken because of this energy. I said, what about the Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups? This is where her wounds are. This is where she lost her wishes. Nine of Cups. That's what was sabotaged. Her wishes were sabotaged. I said, what about the Nine of Cups? Nine of Wands. This is her not giving up on her wishes. This is exactly what she's hiding. As much as you hurt me, I still haven't given up on this journey. As much as you've hurt me, I haven't given up on this connection. But she's very much reeling from the pain. All right, what's happening with the connection right now? Here's the Three of Pentacles again. I don't know if this is 6th, 7th, 8th time, who knows, but here it is again. Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of observation. This is a card of delayed communication. Because we just are still in the middle of this Three of Pentacles, in the middle of the lessons. So what's happening in the connection at this time? First card out, Hierophant. This is the contract, spiritual truth, enlightening spiritual connections. What about it? King of Cups. Who's the King of Cups? Divine masculine. He's awake. Hierophant. What is he hiding? That he's awake. He is awake to the connection. What about the King of Cups, Hierophant? 9 of Wands. He too has not given up. 10 of Wands. There's a burden in this connection today. He's got the burden. Remember, he's got the 10 of Wands here, that he doesn't know how to approach his divine feminine, right? In this Queen of Swords. Where is it? Sorry, guys. Where's the 10 of Wands? Right here, that he's stuck in with his Queen of Pentacles. He doesn't know how to ground this connection. He doesn't know how to approach her. But in this current connection, what is happening in the background? There's going to be a completion, the World card, because he's completed, remember, with the World card, which came out right here. 4 of Wands in the World, Hangman in the World, now the 10 of Wands in the World. So he's completely enlightened. There's a successful completion. There's a successful completion of this burden. His fear of loss has him thinking that he's completed this 4 of Wands energy, but he wants to manifest it yet still. So in the current connection, he's spiritually awake. He's in his emotions. He hasn't given up. We are successfully completing this burden. 7 of Swords. Deceit. That's where the Tower crumbled, this energy. What about the 7 of Swords Tower? Page of Wands. There was a communication. They're still reeling from around deceit. That was the burden. And now we have victory. 6 of Wands. Victory that we are moving towards. The Chariot. Remember, who got the Chariot? The divine masculine in his heart. What is he moving towards in his heart? The 10 of Pentacles with his feminine. Because he's awake. Lessons. 3 of Pentacles. Again. God, I don't know. I hope you guys are counting how many times this came out. But here it is again. 3 of Pentacles. Again. What about it? Devil. They're stuck in their lessons. Because they haven't been completely learned yet. She's not completely healed her heart yet. He hasn't gotten his complete life force yet. I said, what about the Devil? 4 of Swords. It has to do with the healing. Has to do with the healing. They're stuck in the lesson because they haven't finished the healing. And then, once that's done, Wheel of Fortune. And what are we moving towards? Where's the destiny going? 9 of Cups. Towards their wishes. Wow. All right, I know this was a long reading, but I really felt like I wanted to do it for you guys because it has been a while, okay? If you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm queenoflight1111. And thank you. Thank you all so much for being with me on this journey, for hanging through the reading. And I hope this was helpful for all of you. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.